What's up? What's happening?
Nothing. I was thinking when I took a sip of my coffee, how I picked a very low key coffee cup today.
Oh yeah. Last time
I,
it was a bit over the top. I remember that.
so as we were taking, as the countdown was going, I was like, "Oh, good job, Crystal!" Like,
You got to give yourself points where you can. That's what I say.
right.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking about what to do on a Friday evening, and then here we are.
Nice. All right. That's fair enough. I like that.
How are you?
I'm
What
doing
are you
well.
up to?
I was reflecting back. It's been a long couple of weeks with IEX last week, and then this week is kind of catching up from that. And it's Friday already, so I'm excited for that. And to do the show again, we kind of took a few weeks off there was Easter, and then we had some conference lag, I would say, not jet lag, but conference lag kind of thing. And
yeah, it's a real thing.
It's a thing. I know. Like conference brain is a real thing. I'll tell you that. So yeah, no, I'm excited that it's Friday and then we get to do the show again. And as we'll get into, I want to do it a little bit differently. So I think I want to take the last Friday of every month on Live with Dan and talk about our product a little more and different ways you can use it, new things we have coming out. Maybe call it Product Corner for lack of a better name, but we can workshop that a little bit,
I like that. I think that that's probably my favorite thing about doing office hours is that I always get to learn new things about the tool. And then this morning we just sent out our, global newsletter, and I was, added some product highlights in there and was like, are we going to talk about communities, the back room of communities now, viewer mode? Because I was reading about that and it sounded so cool.
I know we won't. Oh, maybe next time we'll talk about that. I don't have that lined up today, but the back room is pretty cool on the video discussions because it mirrors like an actual focus group, right? Like you have people coming in, you have that seemingly creepy two-way mirror that people on the other side, almost like you're on some like cop show or something. But
do you ever pretend like you were the cop? Like, do people behind the mirror pretend that? There must be so many jokes about that.
No, it is. It's really, it's really strange because even then, like the focus group moderator, right? He'll come out sometimes and then talk to the clients and stakeholders in the back room. It reminds me of like when you watch, any show where they're interrogating people and there's that two-way mirror. Sometimes they'll walk out of the room and then, go talk. How else can we get them, So anyway, it's kind of funny.
It's like, market researchers like making jokes about Law and Order and then being like, we're in a television show.
Oh, I know. It's crazy. Yeah, right.
This is like a disclosure to anyone watching. If you're not working for a company where you're excited about products coming out, come work for us.
Yeah,
seriously. Because I was literally reading the updates and was just like, dude, every month we're like improving question types or like adding different things, and it's monthly, right? Not just like once a year. It's like, we did an update. And so I just was like, got excited about my own job.
That's good though, right? I mean, I will say this, like our release cycle is pretty aggressive in terms of all the things we're releasing. And I know what we have coming up, and it's super exciting because we have a ton of things that we want to get out in the next couple months that will really help our current clients and also prospects that are coming in. So, and I like what you said. Hey, if you don't love your job and you're not excited about the products, like come to QuestionPro. We'll take you for sure.
Come to us. We'll take you. And we I don't know. It made me like feel really like a good way to start a Friday. Like working on a newsletter can be very like underwhelming, not underwhelming, like undervalued.
Right.
Sometimes.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. You have to like find be like, it's okay. The newsletter's great. And I'm learning so much.
Right. This is doing good in the world.
A little positive self-talk.
Right. That's funny.
Marketers know what I'm talking about.
So do we have any announcements, Crystal, or anything we want to discuss before we get into things, or do you want to jump right in?
Let's just jump right in. I did not do my homework for this. That is my bad.
Okay, I see
Sorry,
how it is.
Dan.
All right, I see.
I only get a P for participation today.
We'll give you a P for participation. All right, so what I want to do is talk about 3 product features that have recently come out, and I'll talk about them in order of which I guess I'll go over them. So the first one I'll talk about is grouping and crosstabs. The second one is I want to highlight our audience self-service tool. I don't think enough people know about it, or it gets enough recognition. But I want to dive into that, show you how easy it is to launch a study, show you some of the results from a study that I launched earlier today. And then I want to dive into something that I would say is not real sexy, but needed, in that communities, roles, and permissions, especially if you're at a large organization and you need to kind of silo off who can see what in the community, or what different job, based on job functions or roles and responsibilities. It's something that we have that I think is really helpful for not only, I would say, smaller teams, but large scale enterprises too, where maybe there's a lot of people wanting access to the community. So those are the three things I want to showcase. And then at the end of that, I do have some data points that Tim Cornelius pulled for us. Yeah, he said he kept it kind of mild, which I'm like, oh, Tim, come on. But we'll see. I haven't looked at these yet, so we'll be looking at them for the first time here. So let's get into it here. And give me one moment. Okay. We're running into some technical difficulties. Please give me 1 second here.
Do you need help sharing your screen?
Yeah, it's not letting me here, so I need to do something real quick. I'll be right back, actually. Sorry.
Bye. Oh, do you need to restart your browser?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, well, I'll be here.
Maybe I can do it without. Let me see here. Sorry, go ahead. Continue on. Pretend like I'm not here.
So if anyone is, a QuestionPro pro user, we do pro user. That's funny. I didn't do that on purpose. We have office hours at the end of every month. We won't be doing it in May because of Memorial Day here in the States, but we are going to be doing a advanced question type or advanced survey webinar that I don't have the landing page for it, so I haven't. But if you guys have something that you're like, man, I would love a webinar on how to use Livecast, or how to use like text highlighter well, or, really dig into those like in-depth question types, or, I want to run a report or a survey on X and I need to make sure that I'm reviewing the data correctly. We talk a lot about DIY research here, and DIY research, man, I got to figure out another way to phrase that. Doing it yourself research, like you do your own email marketing or do your own emails, is something that I know gets a lot of heat in the market research industry, because people want to make sure that you're analyzing the data properly. And we have teams that can either help you learn that, or you could outsource to our research services team. And so if you're ever, a little hesitant about running an in-depth study or a really complicated study, don't be, because we have the resources here to help you and make sure that you're actually, not leading the respondents and doing all the, I would say, like survey 101, but as new people enter the field, survey 101ing may not be survey 101. Like, don't always assume that the person next to you has the same common sense that you do. Dan, I'm running out of things to talk about. X Day is coming up in June. June 7th, 8th, and 9th.
I'll be right. I do have to restart. Sorry, I'll be right back.
Okay, you're good. I'm just going to be here. Hi, everyone. I hope that you're having a great Friday and are, kind of joining us for this Live with Dan time. X Day is happening on June 7th, 8th, and 9th. The landing page will be done today. I was working on it yesterday, and you'll be able to sign up for that. We're actually changing it up a little bit. We're going to have a CX day, a workforce day, and a research day. So you can come to all three because they'll have an intertwined theme of democratizing research, but you could also just come to whatever day you want. And so that will be June 6th, 7th, and 8th. And that it could be, is really fun. And what else do we have going on at QuestionPro? Weekly webinars for training. If you guys need help, we have those. You can find those on our training page. And that is, live training. And, that is something that happens every Monday at 11 a.m. Central Time. So make sure you sign up for that. And if you are a new Essentials, Advanced, or Team Edition customer, you can reach out to chat support anytime, and they will definitely be there to help you. You can give us, another thing you can do. Here we go. This is just, if you want to review QuestionPro on G2 Crowd, we will send you a $25 gift card. G2 Crowd is like the survey software or the survey review site, like Yelp for survey software. So here, I'll share my screen and I'll be able to show you what that looks like. So if you go to G2 Crowd, you can review your survey software experience with QuestionPro, and then we'll send you a $25 gift card. This helps, make sure that people know what your experience is. You just go to G2 Crowd and then log in and leave your review for QuestionPro. We're number 8 right now. And this is also where you can maybe see some tools and features that we haven't promoted, and then or see how other people are using the platform. So just leave us a review, send us a screenshot of the review to reviews@questionpro.com, and we will send you a $25 gift card, which, what can you do with $25? You can buy 5 boxes of Girl Scout cookies. You can also, I don't know, what does $25? You could go to the movies. You could, $25 doesn't get you very far now, but that's okay. You can buy like 5 cups of coffee. And this is, it's really great because you can see everyone else's kind of like likes and dislikes. You can see a lot of nonprofits use us. Hi, Dan.
Hey, sorry, I'm trying to figure this out. There's some issue that I'm having, so we might have to roll with something else today.
Okay.
I'm not sure because I've been able to share before, so it's weird. It's like it just says it lost permission. So, and the option's not there under settings and security. So, anyway, here we are.
Okay, so great. I can always, if you share it with me, I can share it. But we could always go through data points if you send me that slide deck.
Yeah, let's do that. Here, I'll send you that for now, and then what I'll do is maybe I'll make a recording of what I was going to go over, and then we can share that out.
There we go. Live with Dan here is, I'll say this, is like
you encounter things that you wouldn't think you would have to worry about, but that's what happens.
Oh, I didn't even see your Slack message because I was trying to share my screen.
You did a great job. This is the test and you passed. So.
Okay, guys, this is we're going to save it. Live with Dan is great because in the market research world, sometimes I feel like we get a little stodgy, and things like this, you can tell they're live. And the reason for that is because creating authenticity through our brand and our relationships with our customers and our followers is really important to us. We could easily pre-record these and never have any issues.
What would be the fun in that,
What would be the fun in that? So this actually proves that it's live and not pre-recorded live, because that's a fake out that most people don't know about.
It's very true.
Okay, am I sharing this link?
Yeah, just share the link. Perfect.
Okay. And then I went down a rabbit hole of inflation and how much $25 doesn't get you very far.
That's crazy. Okay. You really went down some rabbit holes.
I got sad really fast. I was like, you needed to come back. Okay. Here we go.
Right.
Live with Dan.
Things happen. Sorry, folks. All right. Yeah. So this dashboard here. So the first question, would you consider quitting your job if asked to return to the office?
Oh. That is way lower, or I thought the yes would be way higher.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, especially in some of the other, kind of research that I've seen, or maybe more anecdotal. But yeah, only 30%, 30% said yes, they would. So kind of interesting. I think people are pretty comfortable with what they're doing now.
Yeah, I mean, and I think that you and I probably are we like working from home, which we've talked about extensively since we're only like 20 minutes away. But there is some, if you have kids or you have other people working from home, right? Like you and I both have offices, which really benefits to the kind of the environment. So I definitely thought this would be inverted.
Yeah, I thought so too. I thought it'd be closer to 50-50 at least.
Okay, what else we got?
Interesting. So,
oh no,
Netflix has confirmed it will use commercials to offer a lower monthly price to consumers. Would you watch ads on Netflix for a lower price?
No, that's my least favorite thing about Peacock right now is it has ads, even in the premium.
I'm 100% no. I don't think I'd pay a lower price. Like,
though someone was saying in a podcast I was listening to that Netflix has become the new cable because it doesn't. And just like the content you rewatch or have on in the background. Yeah. And so how do you create like the cost will keep going up because we do have like our binge shows we like to watch, but how do you like offset that? And commercials has got to be
No, it's kind of true because, when The Office was on Netflix, it was like, I saw these memes of like, stop scrolling through Netflix. You're just going to watch The Office. And that was like true outside of like, if a show came on that I knew we wanted to watch, like Ozark or something like that, it's like,
right.
The kids like it. So, got to keep the kids happy.
Netflix is the new cable.
Yeah. What's the next one here?
Do you believe that adding ads to Netflix will increase piracy? Did piracy ever go down?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Like, I definitely still pirate things.
So no.
Because when you're like, you don't know the licensing laws around Netflix either. So it was always like when something's going to be off, like when does it come out? When does their contract with, let's say, like Disney expired, because everybody wants things on Disney Plus. I don't think that piracy ever went away, but
I don't think so either. And I don't know that it would increase any more than it is now. So
yeah,
I agree with the people on this one. Do you believe Elon Musk's purchasing of Twitter will increase and encourage free speech across the platform? I don't know, but this has been interesting. Oh my God. Do you watch Succession on HBO?
I've watched pieces of it. I stopped watching it because it was so sad.
I know it's a long show. You really got to get into the characters and things. But what Elon Musk did here reminds me of what I've seen on Succession. So it's kind of fun to watch like a real life example of this playing out. So, and what's funny is I've seen a lot of people say like, if Elon Musk can buy Twitter in 10 days, you can do anything you want, So,
I love that.
Have you seen that too? It's pretty funny.
No, did you see his most recent one about Coca-Cola? I'm going to buy Coca-Cola to put the cocaine back in Coca-Cola.
That's pretty funny.
Okay.
All right.
Select from which of the following browsers
do you use? Browser usage. Okay. Chrome, Safari, Edge. That's no.
They didn't put DuckDuckGo on here.
Oh yeah. Is that a browser or just a search? Is that a browser now?
Oh, I thought it was a browser.
Oh,
maybe it's just a search. Windows Explorer.
I mean,
I thought that got canceled. Like I thought it didn't exist anymore.
There's still people using it though. I mean, especially in organizations and things like.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, still 8%.
Netscape.
Wow.
I don't know what Opera is.
It's another browser. It's been around for a while.
Based on the question.
Yeah. No, I know, but it's been around for a while actually. But I think people like it because it's not. I think sometimes Chrome gets a little heavy in terms of like all the different things, but I think Opera,
sometimes it'll make my fan turn on. Yeah. Oh, that's it.
Oh wait, one more.
Conclusion.
More. Is there more?
Nope.
Oh, I have some more on mine.
What?
Refresh. Let's see if oh, okay. Well, I have a couple more.
Okay.
Would you prefer a replaceable battery in your cell phone? Like, would you prefer a replaceable battery in your cell phone? 61% people said yes. 38% said no. I think I
would just get a new cell phone.
Yeah, that's a good point too. So,
That is, my brother keeps harassing me. If he's watching this, I still haven't got a new phone. Just because he's like, you should just get the new one. And I was like, don't need the new one because I have this big one that I really like because it's like the size of my hand.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Don't ever change up your phone. Keep it there.
Okay, what's the next one?
This one's better viewed, but I wish we could show this. Which would you rather be trapped in a cage with? It's a lion, a python, a bear, gorilla, tiger, or alligator. Gorilla
alligator?
Gorilla one.
Oh. What would you rather be trapped in a cage with?
Well, since Bigfoot's not an option, I guess I would go with gorilla. No. I guess gorilla maybe, but gorillas can get pretty mean. So
yeah, I was like, at least with an alligator, right? If you could get on them and like shut it, they can't open it, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Like it's just about getting it shut. Yeah. So like I think maybe and you could climb, and alligators can't climb.
That's true. But what if there's no trees? We don't know that.
Yeah, but that's like, I think your survival rate would be higher with an alligator.
Python? I don't think I'd want to be in there with it depends on the size, maybe, of the python. But anyway.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Okay. This is actually one. We'll move on. One more question here. This is actually one I think we put on instant answers, maybe. Like, is a banana a fruit or a berry? And
I know the question.
88% of people said it's a fruit.
It's not.
But apparently it's a berry, which blew my mind. I learned that yesterday.
Guess what other produce is a berry?
Did
you see this channel?
No, I didn't.
Is it like avocado?
An avocado?
Yeah.
No, that's a fruit.
No?
Isn't it from a tree?
So is a banana.
I know, but that's why I don't understand like the distinction here. Like, I can understand the banana because it has like smaller seeds and things.
Our social media director, Danny, did all the research because she didn't want people coming for her.
All right.
So
I'm coming for her now. I gotta find this out.
All the backup data.
She's got to cite her sources here. This is
The other one that I thought was really good that somebody fielded this morning was, have you ever ghosted a potential employer? And 19% said definitely. And I was like, ghosting IRL besides dating.
Yeah. I've had people ghost me before when I was going to hire them.
Oh, and that's hard, but
it's tough. But you just roll on. I mean, figure things happen for a reason and you go find the next person,
Oh my gosh, so funny. On a more updates version, if people were unaware of where, just like staying on topic for a second, if people are unaware of where to find QuestionPro updates, there's a couple places I thought we could show real quick before
let's do it.
Wrap up. This is where I learned everything today. You can if you sign up for QuestionPro Essentials, you will get our monthly newsletter. So that's like one place. Make sure that you're subscribed to QuestionPro emails to make sure that you're actually getting our monthly updates, or reach out to your account manager to do your QBRs, or come to QuestionPro/updates.
There we go. Look at that.
Here is where you can see all the things like reader-friendly custom URLs. Typically, I make them a little more markety when I put them in the newsletter because, things like this, it's more appealing to your brand, and now you can kind of customize the URL. If you come to office hours, we are constantly reminding people that you can share dashboards and surveys via a URL, and now you can customize it to represent your brand or theme better. And you can also send out an email like we do in marketing. We send out, big blasts from a specific address or from QuestionPro Corporate, but the reply addresses go to your customer success team or sales member or account rep. And now you can do that with your surveys. You can blast it from a large platform and then have it reply to a support channel.
That's awesome.
If you are I know. See, look at all these things I'm learning.
I know. That's good.
So if you're ever curious about what's going on, especially what's maybe in beta and what's made it to launch, you can come here, or you can go also to the blog. My internet has been slow lately.
Yeah, the blog's a good resource too. I mean, there's a ton of information on here.
Oh, yes. And so this is where you can find Tuesday CX thoughts. You can find company updates, and then, some great, if you're looking to, educate your team and share, but you can also find hold on.
I need like a drum roll there, something like you cue the drum roll.
Just keep going. Our monthly product update they put this out at the beginning of the month about what's coming out in each product line, and that's pretty exciting. It's more of a platform update across everything, which we discovered had already gone live on Monday when we did.
No, but the product switcher is neat because I think it really helps organize all the different products we have. And if you're using Research Suite or you're using CX or Workforce, everything you need is like in one row. So it's a lot easier.
It's super, and it has different experiences based on what you've logged in as, because when I was in my employee edition, it looked slightly different. I couldn't get back to like free essentials, but if you're in free essentials, like you can't get to employee edition. I was like, that makes sense. This is good. And then Workforce is coming out with a lot of reporting options, and Communities has a lot of updates. So this is where you can go. You can kind of like dive in either on the updates page or our what's coming up in monthly blog. And for some of the real power users, if you've submitted a bug, this is where you can tell it's been fixed.
We squash them.
I know that we have such, active users, and they are so good about making sure that, making sure they tell us when something's gone wrong or opportunities for improvement. So this is definitely here. And if you have any suggestions, email us at feedback@questionpro.com.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of, actually, we should talk about some of those community updates on a later one as well, because things like the smart reminders is a really interesting feature, because when you send out a survey to your community and let's say everyone replies and maybe there's different quotas that are full, you can set it so you only remind those where the quotas isn't full, so that you're not having people come back to your survey and just dequeuing or things like that. So or getting kicked out for over quota, things like something like that. The geotagging is something that is awesome, because let's say you only want people in the US or only want people in UK to join your community. You can block all of their signups from other countries. So it really helps out with fraud and people trying to game the system and so forth. So that's something that is awesome. And then the viewer mode, as Crystal talked about, I
got so excited
in the show. It's a pretty exciting feature, which I'll show as well. So maybe we'll get Jessica Blake on, who's the new communities director, and she can help kind of cover some of these features. So we'll do that.
I would love that. I have yet to meet her in the virtual world or in IRL, but that doesn't seem reasonable at this point.
IRL.
I know we have to start bringing the real world back, man.
I know it's coming back. We're back.
And then text highlighter, I thought this was really cool. I saw the kind of how this played out, where you could heat map if people highlighted over a text multiple times, which was pretty interesting. And then the like or dislike of text, and not just saying like, oh, I'm highlighting this. So that really, I think, expanded on that question type a lot.
I think so. I think you're absolutely right.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Well,
you know what's interesting, Crystal? Somehow we managed to fill 29 minutes of content, and I wasn't even able to share what I wanted to. So.
Okay, if you guys are joining us right now, welcome to Live with Dan. Roll back to about minute 8, and there's Crystal just talking for 2 minutes.
Yeah, there's some technical difficulties with my browser, so hey, whatever. We roll with the punches here, so it's all good.
And I, like what we say, it's like, well, this is Live with Dan. And so that's the best part about it. Well, Dan, are we going to be back next week?
Yeah, we'll be back next week. And then I have 3 guests lined up, actually. So we are going to be on I don't know, have a lot of guests. I was going to make some weird pun or analogy, but let's just go with, we have 3 guests lined up. And then again, I think on the 4th or the last Friday of May, we'll actually do a product corner where I'll show some of these features, maybe rapid fire, and I'll get through 6 different features. So that will be something that we'll do. And then, yeah, so that's exciting. And I think with that, we can probably wrap it up for today.
Awesome. Have a great weekend, Dan.
All right. You too. See you, everyone.
Bye.